I was away for a couple weeks. Did anything interesting happen while I was gone? I'm sorry for the gallows humor. I was actually away because I had a bad bronchial infection, as you may be able to hear from my voice. I have respiratory weakness, so I am a sitting duck for this coronavirus. I was, in a way, sheltering in place before it became the cool thing to do. And now we're all doing it. So I feel like one of those protagonists in a zombie movie who goes into the hospital, goes into a coma, and wakes up and the entire world is different. But by no means do I mean to make light of the crisis we are all facing. How could I when, I'm doing my best just to make it through it, like some of us other high-risk individuals. But I'll tell you, nobody's going to make it through it alone. We're only going to make it through together. So let's talk about that for a second. We've got a prime minister in Great Britain, an acolyte of American neoliberalism named Boris Johnson, whose administration openly embraces the idea of herd immunity, that's HERD immunity, which besides being bogus medical science is also insanely brutal and savage, because it means let everybody get sick. The ones who die are going to die. So I guess they're not big fans of the 0 hour over there, and no surprise. And then the ones who survive they think will be stronger. It's medical Darwinism to go along with their social Darwinism. But then again, Boris Johnson is the guy who once praised the mayor in the movie Jaws because the mayor told people they could still go to the beaches while the giant shark was eating them alive. Now, to be fair, Johnson did say, okay, and I quote verbatim, okay, in that particular instance, he was wrong. But in principle, we need more politicians like the mayor. That's what Boris Johnson said. And of course, on cue, enter Donald Trump. Donald Trump's CEO press conference last week, I'm still not over it. I'm sorry. It was no black humor novelist or filmmaker could have written anything that darkly satirical and funny as this sort of end stage infomercial for a dying vampiric empire and world order than Donald Trump's press conference. I came away thinking that COVID-19 will be the first pandemic virus in history to come with celebrity endorsements. I picture it coming out wearing like one of those NASCAR suits with corporate logos all over it, including the corporations that joined Donald Trump up there on that stage. So I guess, the only other thought I have about that is that while Donald Trump will not embrace the concept of herd immunity, he is in fact treating us as if this were a matter of herd immunity. Up to now, he's worried about the economy. When it comes to our health, clearly his actions have telegraphed that what he's interested in is protecting the economy, and if you can save some lives along with it. That's a form of herd thinking, if not herd immunity. But look, I don't want to disrespect the herd animals of this world. They are in many ways more beautiful and prophetic than our society is right now. And the proof of that is that if you watch the Discovery Channel videos of herd animals, you see the beauty with which they all turn as one on the Serengeti plain when it's time to do that. You see how their natural instinct is to protect one another. You can see it in the physics of bird flocks in flight. Animals and birds and other living creatures could teach us a thing or two about getting away from our own perverse concept of what it means to be a herd so that we stop hurting each other.